Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in our generation are about to face off each other. And yes, guys, if you see by the title and the thumbnail, Terrance Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are going to fight. There's been a lot of talks about this recently in the past, 6 months, a year. And a lot of people didn't think it was going to happen. But it seems like this is actually going to happen, right? A lot of people are talking about it. People are reporting that this fight is going to happen in September in Las Vegas. And guys, when I tell you I am super excited to not only talk about this fight, but watch this fight. Guys, this is going to be a mega fight. One of the biggest fights we're going to see in our generation, guys. But let's get straight into this video. And like I said, two of the best pound-for-pound boxers going at it, and this is exactly what the sport of boxing needs. A lot of guys nowadays, they don't want to fight the best of the best. They just want to fight, get a paycheck, this and that. There's certain guys that, want to fight the best of the best, and a lot of people say they want to fight the best of the best, but, when it's time to start talking, fighting top guys and top boxers, a lot of people don't want to actually, put their money where their mouth is. But I applaud not only Canelo and Crawford for doing this, but other guys like, Ryan Garcia, even Devin Haney and Tank, they fought or whatever. But this is exactly what the sport of boxing needs. But guys, this fight, it's supposed to happen at super middleweight at 168. And now, guys, I will give you my prediction, and I will give you, obviously, how I think this fight's going to go, all this and that. But, guys, what I want to say is, though, if Terrance Crawford goes up to 168, I don't think he will beat Canelo. I think if they fight at 168, Canelo will give him a handful. And two reasons, right? One being, we seen Terrance Crawford fight Earl Spence Jr., I think last June or whatever, last July or whatever it was. And obviously he put a whooping on Earl Spence, right? And they fought at 147. So, whatever, going on. Terrance Crawford says, you know what, I'm going to move up to 154 and fight the top guy in Madrimov at 154. And lo and behold, he did exactly that. He moved up to 154 and beat Madrimov. Now, guys, he did get the W in that fight. And I'm not saying that Terrance Crawford, is losing a step or he's getting old. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when he went up to 154, he realized that it wasn't the same as 147. And if you guys watched that fight thoroughly, and you guys, I watched it a couple times back, Terrance Crawford had a handful with Madrimov. And I was kind of surprised that Madrimov gave him, I wouldn't say problems, but, it was challenging for someone like Terrance Bud Crawford, who we thought, is probably the best pound-for-pound boxer at the time and maybe still is. Madrimov gave him some problems, right? And that fight went the distance. And not only that, I think that was the first fight in like an insane amount of boxing matches that Terrance Crawford's in that it went the distance. Ever since that, I started to think, can Terrance Crawford really fight Canelo and beat Canelo at 168? And the answer I keep going to is, I don't think so. I don't think Terrance Crawford could, one, go from 147 to 154, which he did that, and obviously he won, beat Madrimov. But I don't think Terrance Crawford can go from 154 to 168 and gain 14 pounds. I just don't think it. And someone like Canelo, who's been at 168 or who has fought, bigger guys and at 168 and stuff like that, I think Canelo is used to that weight. I think Canelo is one of the best boxers at 168, if not the best boxer at 168 super middleweight. So I just don't think that Terrance Crawford can pull out a W. Now, I'm going to say this. If they fight somewhere else, if they fight at 160, if they fight at 154 or 157, whatever it may be, okay, I can give Terrance Crawford a little bit of thought, right? And this is not me saying if they fight at 168, Canelo's going to outclass him and he's going to whoop Terrance Crawford. I'm not saying that. This fight is very well 50-50. But in my opinion, I think it's more like 70-30 or 60-40 Canelo. Just because Canelo's been at 168 for some time, and I just can't see Terrance Crawford moving up a weight division or two weight divisions again, right? And I would, and the thing is, Terrance Crawford is an anomaly. He is an anomaly. Some things that other people can't do, you can't put that stuff on Terrance Crawford. Terrance Crawford could very well go up to 168 and beat Canelo. He is one of those guys. In my personal opinion, I don't think he can do it. Now, is that to say that he can't beat Canelo at 154 or 160? I'm not saying that. I think he has a better shot at those weight divisions. But I think Canelo will weight bully him at 168. I don't think Terrance Crawford will be that good at 168 just because of the weight difference. And I seen Terrance Crawford go from 147 to 154, and it wasn't as easy as a fight that I thought Terrance Crawford would have against Madrimov, if that makes sense. And like I said, these guys are the best, if not the best, pound-for-pound fighters in the sport we've seen today, in years, and probably years to come. Guys, this fight's going to be magnificent. It's going to be great. I'm going to root for Canelo because I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win by decision. That's my prediction. I think Canelo would win in decision versus Terrance Crawford at 168. If it's a different weight class, at 160 or 154 or whatever it is, okay, I'll give Terrance Crawford some thought. But if it's at 168, I think Terrance Crawford cannot handle Canelo at 168. I don't see that as a possibility. This will be a mega fight. Like I said, guys, it's going to be up there with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, Canelo and Mayweather, Triple G and Canelo, and some might even say Tank and Ryan, just for the simple of you know, like the storyline and all that stuff. Guys, this is going to be a mega, double, quadruple, whatever mega fight. This is going to be one that we look back and we are going to remember where we were at when we were watching Terrance Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. But guys, like I said, this is exactly what boxing needs. We're going to see other fights. Beevil and Better Beef is going to happen, I think, February 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. And then David Benavidez and Morrell are going to fight February 1st. So I need to get back to the boxing content because the video on my YouTube channel that has the most views ever is a boxing video, and I got to give some love to my boxing fans. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Canelo's going to beat Crawford? Crawford going to beat Canelo? Is it a different, you know, if it's at 168, you're going to take Canelo. If it's at 160, you might lean towards Crawford. Guys, let me know what you guys think. But it's been your boy. Peace.